Lesterlicious by Apopcornkernel. Read by My Lost and Found. Summary. Yaz, 1 week ago. This dude is straight up LARPing as the god Apollo or something. 4.7k likes. Reply. View 25 replies. This fic is about 3,500 words and 1 chapter. It is rated general audiences, and no archive warnings apply. This podfic was recorded for Voiceteam 2026 for the challenge SUN Salutation. As always, link to the fic is in the description, and on with the story. "Help me make a YouTube video," Meg declared. Apollo raised an eyebrow. "What's in it for me?" She tapped her chin. It will be fun?" Apollo thought on it and grinned. "Okay, why not?" "Lesterlicious?" Apollo creased his brow. That's so lame." "Too bad, so sad," she sing-songed. "Meg," Apollo whined. "I won the bet. Shut up." Lesterlicious. 424k subscribers. Videos. Sally Jackson deserves immortal fame. 1.6 million views. 3 days ago. How not to garden. 411,000 views. 1 week ago. Ranking the Greek gods and goddesses. 1.4 million views. 2 weeks ago. More. About. Description. I'm your host, Lester, and she's your other host, Meg. Welcome to the show. Stats. Joined May 19th, 2014. 3,677,263,793 views. Location. Palm Springs, California. Links. Twitter, @Lesterlicious. Ranking the Greek gods and goddesses. 1,422,519 views. June 2nd, 2014. Now, Athena, she can be really touchy sometimes. Pro tip, never get her started on a debate about what word shouldn't be allowed on Scrabble, because she has opinions. But it could be worse, I guess. So I'll put her around here. Lester nodded to himself and dragged an image of a sculpture of Athena to A. You're good, I guess. No, Meg. She deserves to be D. D for Demeter. I told you it's fine. D for deadbeat mom. Lester. D for, I don't know, disappointment? Meg grabbed the mouse from him and dragged the image of Apollo to C. Does not pass the vibe check. Oh, Britta Martis? She's not bad. The net lady? Yes, Meg. The one with the griffins? Yes. Put her in A tier. Lester pursed his lips and dragged Aries to C. Does not pass the vibe check. If he had been making this tier list like 2 years ago, Hera would have been an automatic D. But? Meg was spinning around in her swivel chair. She's oddly nice now. It's weird. Do you know how weird that is, Meg? Hera? Nice? I don't know how to act around her anymore. Gods are stupid. Just put her at B or something. Lester sighed and put Hera at B. You're okay, but you could be better. Wait, I almost forgot to drag me to S tier. He moved Apollo from C to S and flashed a smirk at Meg, who rolled her eyes and threw a piece of popcorn at him. She's cool, Meg said. Put her at S, or higher. She's cooler than you. Lester clutched his chest. Dear Meg, you did not. Meg grinned. You know it's true. Lester looked at the camera in mock anguish and said, "Et tu brute," while Meg grabbed the mouse and put Artemis at S, God tier, literally and figuratively. We're not ranking all the minor gods, right? Because I'm pretty sure if we included all the minor ones, it would take forever. Oh, no. I only listed the Olympians and the Greek minor gods we actually met. Greek minor gods? Meg frowned into her popcorn. What about Harpy, whatever his name was? Lester laughed nervously. Ha ha! Who? I don't know who you're talking about. Persephone's, I guess. But she has really horrible table manners. So she's going into tier B. Lester winced. Gods, watching her demolish beef is truly horrifying. Meg munched loudly on popcorn. What about me? Oh, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag you, dear Meg. She pouted. So I'm not terrifying? Next we have... Zeus. Okay. He promptly dragged Zeus to the lowest tier and renamed it D, Zeus. Meg nodded energetically. Yes! Lester paused and looked up at the ceiling. Also, for legal reasons, this is a joke. Don't you think they'll figure out who you are? Luguselwa asked after watching the video. Apollo and Meg looked at each other. Nah, they chorused. Comments. 3.3 thousand. Lesterlicious. 2 weeks ago. No, we are not taking constructive criticism. 6.3 thousand likes. Reply. View 23 replies. Waffles. 1 week ago. Edited. 822? I can't breathe. He really just put Zeus in the lowest tier like that? Edit. Thanks for the likes. 2.4 thousand likes. Reply. View 12 replies. Will Soul. 2 weeks ago. Hi, Dad. 3.2 thousand likes. Reply. View 77 replies from Lesterlicious and others. Lesterlicious. 2 weeks ago. Hi, Will. How's camp? Will Soul. 2 weeks ago. It's good. When will you visit again? Lesterlicious. 2 weeks ago. Maybe next weekend. I'll bring Meg. Eggfly. 1 week ago. Lester has a kid? Artemis. 1 week ago. Edited. Wow, I can't believe he tried to put me below S. 2.6 thousand likes. Reply. View 22 replies from Lesterlicious and others. Lesterlicious. 1 week ago. Artie? Sis? Hi. Also, you're paying next Friday. Artemis. 1 week ago. Who the fuck is Artie? Sir, I am only a humble fan of Greek mythology. Lesterlicious. 1 week ago. Oh, never mind. Please go on and enjoy the rest of your day. Yaz. 1 week ago. This dude is straight up LARPing as the god Apollo or something. 4.7 thousand likes. Reply. View 25 replies. Aster at Asteritz. Crying. Ranking the Greek gods and goddesses. Lesterlicious. 6:19 p.m. June 10th, 2014. Twitter for Android. 1,030 retweets. 493 quote retweets. 3,205 likes. Poppy at apopcornkernel. Zeus went straight to the bottom? I know that's right. R. Mushroom. At T-Rex. Not him implying he's Apollo. Is he, a god? /J. Rachel Dare, at Radar, /J, you say. Unless. R Mushroom, at T Rex. Wait, what? R Mushroom, at T Rex. Rachel? R Mushroom, at T Rex. Ma'am, what does this mean? How Not to Garden, 411,625 views. June 11th, 2014. I don't want to get my hands dirty. You can literally just use gloves, dummy. Lester snapped his fingers, and suddenly he was wearing gloves. Oh, right. I keep forgetting I can do that. You're literally Apollo. How are you so bad at this? Lester groaned. Look, I have experience turning my lovers into plants. Hyacinths, well, Lester said, tearing up visibly. He did make a lovely flower, but if I'm being honest, I don't know how to garden the mortal way. Meg paused. Should we edit that out? They look at each other. Lester said. They've pegged me as a, what do the kids call it? Kinney? Apollo Kinney? Yeah, that. It's not like they'll think I'm actually a god. Peaches! A diapered fruit baby leapt at Meg, and she beamed, like it was something to be happy about, like it was normal. Hey, Peaches! Lester poked glumly at the soil. Hello, Peaches. He didn't even look up. No! That's it! Meg hauled Lester up and away from the plants that now lay sad and limp. I give up! How did you even do that, stupid? Lester hung his head. The plants! Meg stressed. The plants are suffering. Never again. Lester let out a long sigh. Now you know how I feel during your piano lessons. Comments. 1.4 thousand. Lesterlicious. 1 week ago. Lester is stupid. 3.4 thousand likes. Reply. View 35 replies. Shrimp fried rice. 1 week ago. Hi, Meg! Subcutaneous. 1 week ago. OMG! Hi, Meg! May showers. 1 week ago. Meg! Xeno1 Papaya Hater X. 1 week ago. Edited. 548? How does he know about the Apollo Kinney thing? I did not expect those words to come out of his mouth. Lester, look at me, Lester. Where did you read that? Where? 1.3 thousand likes. Reply. View 12 replies. Valeria G. 4 days ago. Okay, but are we going to talk about the gloves literally appearing out of thin air, or... Edit. 211. This is either some insanely good editing, or magic is real. Please let it be the second. 2.6 thousand likes. Reply. View 76 replies from Lesterlicious and others. Lesterlicious, 3 days ago. Well, magic isn't real, so too bad for you. Lesterlicious, 3 days ago. What Meg means is we have a very, very good editor. Silence, foul creature. 1 week ago. Where did the beach demon come from and where can I get one? 2.9 thousand likes. Reply. View 48 replies from Lesterlicious and others. Peaches isn't for sale. Peaches is my friend. Stuck in the Plinko horse machine. 1 week ago. Edited. 545. Diversity win. The YouTuber who is either LARPing as a god or really is a god is gay. 1.9 thousand likes. Reply. View 16 replies. Lesterlicious. At Lesterlicious. Verse 6. And I was never good at tellin' jokes, but the punchline goes, I'll get older, but my lovers stay plants. 2:28 p.m. June 11th, 2014. Twitter for 9,869 retweets, 4,893 quote tweets, 32.5 thousand likes. Hey, Lester? Apollo was dozing, stretching out on the floor and lying in a beam of sunlight like a cat. Lester! Apollo! Hey! He groaned. Whoa, he mumbled. Wake up, lazy. Apollo scowled and flopped over to stare up at the ceiling, putting his arms behind his head. Dear Meg, I love you, but my beauty sleep is of the utmost importance. You're a god, stupid. You don't need beauty sleep. Aw, you think I'm pretty enough without it? Shut up, Meg said, but she was smiling. I want to do a vlog thing, and also I want Mrs. Jackson's cookies. Do you think she'd mind if we dropped by? Apollo perked up. God's 7-layer dip. Yes, let's... Wait, I think the polite thing to do is ask. You do it. You're the godly one. But she likes you better. But you're an actual god. But... Meg summoned her best impression of puppy eyes. Please? No. Apollo cursed when she pouted even harder. No, stop. All right, fine. I'll do it. The pout fell away immediately, and Meg beamed, pumping a victorious fist in the air. Sally Jackson deserves immortal fame. 1,625,028 views. June 20th, 2014. Meg, you've grown so much, Sally cooed. And Apollo. Lester, Lester said. Lester, Sally amended. You're looking so much better now. Thank you, Lester said, looking touched. You two want to film a vlog, yes? Lester just wanted an excuse to try your 7-layer dip again, Meg chirped. Shut up, Lester hissed. Meg giggled. Sally's eyes twinkled. Oh, if that's the case, Lester can help me make some. Lester, that's not how you... Lester backed away from the chopping board, hands raised. Sally stared at the mangled remains of bell pepper. My apologies, Lester said meekly. I thought you were a god, Sally said. Yes, but, well, I was trying to do it without divine help and, Sally sighed. Oh, give it here. Lester winced and did as she said. I think I'll just go over there and watch how you do it. You do that, Sally said distractedly, already focused on her chopping. Behind the camera, Meg snickered. Do you wish to be a goddess? Because I can make you one if you want, Lester said very seriously. Sally laughed and waved her hand at Lester. Oh, that's very kind, but you don't have to. Just don't get Percy caught up in any more prophecies, if you could. Lester nodded fervently. Anything for you, ma'am. He took another bite and closed his eyes, looking as if he'd seen Elysium. In the distance, keys jangled, and the door opened. A teenager stepped into the apartment. I'm home, Percy Jackson said, and then he caught sight of Lester and stopped short in his tracks. Lester gave an awkward wave. You, Percy said flatly. Me, Lester said, smiling nervously. And me, Meg said, sounding like she was swallowing laughter. Percy narrowed his eyes. What are you doing in my house? It was at this time that Sally walked out of the kitchen. Lester, would you mind? She paused. Oh, Percy, how was school? Mom? The look on Percy's face was incredulous. What? I don't understand. What is he doing here? They're here for a vlog, Sally said. A vlog? You vlog? Lester sniffed. It was Meg's idea. You agreed, Meg shot back. I agreed, but it was still your idea. There's a difference, Meg. No, Percy said blankly. You know what? I'm not even going to. I'm just gonna go now. I'll be in my room, Mom. Bye. Percy spun on his heel and walked back out. Well, that was awkward. Meg cackled. That was hilarious, she said gleefully. Oh, that is definitely going to be in the final video. Comments. 5.4 thousand. Lesterlicious. 1 day ago. So, anyway, I would die for Sally Jackson's 7-layer dip. Unrelated, but we recently hit 777,000 subscribers, so Meg and I will be filming a video where we answer your questions. You can comment any question you have for us. 7.4 thousand likes. Reply. View 281 replies from Lesterlicious and others. Starmadillo. 1 day ago. How do they know Percy Jackson? 9.7 thousand likes. Reply. View 152 replies. Sons. 1 day ago. Sally, can you be my new mom? 6.8 thousand likes. Reply. View 15 replies. Chronic theorizing. 1 day ago. Edited. I can practically smell the food through the screen. Miss Jackson, what do I have to do to try your food? 3.4 thousand likes. Reply. View 28 replies. Ashes to ashes. 1 day ago. Meg is so underrated, Lamau. I love how she's just making fun of Lester. 5.2 thousand likes. Reply. View 41 replies. Sly Fox. 1 day ago. 542. Lester and Percy. Spider-Man pointing meme. 8.6 thousand likes. Reply. View 11 replies. Therodactyl. 1 day ago. Lester knows Percy Jackson? The guy with the BuzzFeed Unsolved episode? 7.7 thousand likes. Reply. View 31 replies. Strutlesia. Flower. 1 day ago. From cooking to gardening to reading Greek stuff to cooking again, this channel is so random and I love it. 2.2 thousand likes. Reply. View 281 replies. Me, 1 day ago. I know all the comments are freaking out about Percy Jackson, but can we just take a moment to appreciate how nice Sally is? 6.9 thousand likes. Reply. View 62 replies. Rat-tat. 1 day ago. A literal queen. Breadsticks purse. 1 day ago. Sally for president. Local Ladrian stan. 1 day ago. She is the moment. Lesterlicious. At Lesterlicious. We recently hit 777,000 subscribers, so Meg and I decided to do a video where we answer your questions. Just reply with what you want to ask us. 2:28 p.m., June 24th, 2017. Twitter for 11,869 retweets, 1,093 quote tweets, 42.5 thousand likes. Sim1, at Asterflowers. This is our chance, guys! Quick, someone get the list! Daya, heart, at Daya. Is your name really Lester? Emperor Nyan. At Nyan is my sleep. How do you and Meg know each other? Hollis. Oh. At Ace Oct. How did you end up friends? With alleged teenage terrorist Percy Jackson. 777,000 subscribers Q&A featuring Lou as asker or reader or whatever. 411,625 views. June 26, 2014. Is your real name Lester or Apollo? Both? Either is fine, but Meg is used to calling me Lester, so that's what you would hear more often. Why isn't Meg in the name of the channel even though she's always in your videos? Hey, they're my videos. The only reason it's named after Lester was because I didn't want to have my name there in case it failed. Lester shot her a look of betrayal. Excuse me? You think a video with me in it would fail? Camp orientation, Meg said loftily, as if that answered everything. Lester spluttered. That was art! But of course, you're young. I don't expect you to understand. He sniffed haughtily. Kids these days. Is this some sort of shtick or roleplay? Do you truly believe you're the god Apollo? Meg giggled. Do you? No comment. Lester grumbled. How do you and Meg know each other? They traded amused smiles. Well, I crash-landed in a dumpster, and I saved his butt from thugs. And then she became my overlord, literally. And now we're friends, or whatever. If you're confused, don't be. It's very simple. Hope that helps. Lester said in a very unhelpful way. Are you dating Rachel Dare? Lester choked, his face pure horror. No! Beside him, Meg was laughing so hard she almost fell off the couch. She wheezed, and for some reason said, Cradle robber! Even though Lester was likely only in his early 20s. No! Lester said emphatically. Rachel, you are an amazing person. But no. No. How would you explain the times when unexplainable things occur? Like, Apollo, is it not that hard to not flash gold? I don't understand why this is even a problem for you. I don't know what you're talking about, Lou. Lester looked straight into the camera. Mortals can't flash gold. Meg nodded very seriously. Yup, and as we all know, Lester is very mortal. I'm literally at death's doorstep, Lester said gravely. The fates are about to cut my life string. How do you know the Jacksons, specifically Percy Jackson? I'm his, Lester thought for a few seconds. I think we're cousins? Yeah, we're cousins. His dad is my dad's brother, which is unfortunate for his dad. Is Percy my cousin too? Well, your mom is his dad's sister, so yeah. Wait, that means we're also cousins. Meg and Lester looked at each other agape. I never really thought about it, Meg finally said. Does this mean I'm like an aunt to your kids? Lester recoiled. You know what? How about we never talk about this again? The next time we visit camp, I'm gonna introduce myself as Aunt Meg. Meg? No. Meg, yes. Comments. 1.4 thousand. Thanos, 1 day ago. Question and answer, but we're only getting even more questions. 4.9 thousand likes. Reply. View 38 replies. Soup, 1 day ago. I am so confused. 3.3 thousand likes. Reply. View 53 replies from Lesterlicious and others. Lesterlicious, 1 day ago. Good. MMD, 1 day ago. 703, is he implying he isn't human? 6.9 thousand likes. Reply. View 62 replies. Kira, Paw Prince, 1 day ago. I thought we had already established that. Ace Oct, 1 day ago. Are you new here? Awkward Potato, 1 day ago. Edited. How are they all related? Edit. Also, Lester has kids, as in plural? He literally looks like he's fresh out of high school. 6.9 likes. Reply. View 62 replies from Lesterlicious and others. Lesterlicious, 1 day ago. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? The secrets behind the YouTube channel Lesterlicious, editing or something else. By Delia Ann, June 29th, 2014. Lester and Meg, as the people behind the YouTube channel Lesterlicious are known to the world, recently had an upshot in popularity due to their humorous videos and odd asides. They frequently reference things that are impossible, the most notorious example, of course, being their breakthrough video ranking Greek gods and goddesses, in which Lester implies having met mythological figures and even claims to be Apollo. Viewers went crazy trying to figure out if they were only playing characters in some odd sort of performance art, or if they truly possessed some sort of supernatural abilities. And the fuel was further fed by a tweet by Rachel Dare of the wealthy Dare family. Furthermore, there are several instances that could have been some very convincing editing, or magic, like in Lesterlicious's very first video, in which Lester seemingly flashed gold for a split second. When asked in the comments, he claimed it was a glitch. In How Not to Garden, Lester snapped his fingers and gloves appeared. And it looks like some of Meg's plants are growing at an unnaturally rapid rate. Once again, they only commented that they had a very, very good editor. Recently, the duo posted a Q&A video in celebration of 777,000 subscribers. Keep reading. Delia A. At Delia Ann. Hi, I will be taking down yesterday's article for personal reasons. Thank you for understanding. 9:33 a.m., June 30th, 2014. Twitter for iPhone. 2,719 retweets. 729 quote retweets. 6,281 likes. Would die for peaches. At Peach Demon Baby. Uh-oh. Circe. At Circe. That's kinda sus. Rachel Dare. At Red R. Lamau. At Lesterlicious. What did you do? Lesterlicious. At Lesterlicious. No comment. https://screenrant.com/secrets-behind-lesterlicious-editing-or-something-else. Sad face. This page cannot be found. Lesterlicious. At Lesterlicious. Thou hast girl-bossed a little too close to the sun. 6:19 p.m., June 30th, 2014. Twitter for 1,770 retweets, 493 quote tweets, 3,571 likes. You were right. Apollo says, eyes almost literally alight with excitement. That was fun. Meg sniffed. Duh, I'm always right. So, Apollo said, piano lessons vlog next? What? Meg squawked. But I haven't even gotten past the first half of that piano book. Apollo raised an eyebrow. Admitting defeat already, Meg. No? She crossed her arms indignantly. I'll do it, but you owe me. I'll get you another unicorn hair, Apollo offered. Meg tilted her head, thinking. Then she stuck out her hand. Deal. They shook on it. Apollo grinned. Meg found that she was smiling too. And that is all for this podfic. I don't know what it is about the Percy Jackson fandom, but they make the best social media fics. This was so funny. Like, I actually had to stop multiple times because I just started laughing too much. You know what really got me? I don't know why it got me so much, but it really got me. It's the tweets from @lesterlicious, you know, for other ones it's like Twitter for iPhone, but it's just Twitter for question mark, so it's just Twitter for huh? What? And I don't know why, but that cracked me up so much the first time. I had to like do it 3 times because I kept laughing. I don't know, everything about this is beautiful and I love it and it's amazing, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this because it's really, really good. And I definitely suggest like taking a look at the original fic, just the text if you can, because while I do my best, I think some things can be lost in translation for this kind of podfic especially. But it is a treat. I love this. This was so fun. But yeah, okay, so like I said at the beginning, let me just tell you the deets if you don't know. I don't know when this is coming out, but I think it's later, so you've probably heard this exact spiel a couple of times. But, so, like I said at the beginning, this is for Voiceteam 2026 for the challenge Sun Salutation, which is basically create a new pre-recording routine with at least 2 elements you don't usually do. And I did that before the podfic. I've been doing that actually pretty regularly before like all of my fics, unless I've sat down to record multiple podfics in one session. I'll do the Sun Salutation one first and then straight into the other one. But if that's not the case, I have been pretty good. I haven't drank any water though. I've blinked and it's been more than half an hour. Honestly, this went by really fast because I was having so much fun recording it. Let me take a sip. Hydration. You should hydrate. Hydrate before you dihydrate. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's it for this podfic. I did have a really fun time. So yeah, if you guys also had a fun time, make sure to go to the original fic, link in the description, wherever that exists for you. Go leave a kudos, go leave a comment, whatever you can. I am sure the original author appreciates it. Anyway, that is all for this time. I will see you guys next time.